What's up, everybody? It's me, LaMoney. McCulloch versus Maryland is the first required case, and it's a big one. McCulloch is unique because the court is ruling on two different issues in this case. As always, let's start with the facts. In 1791, at the urging of Alexander Hamilton,
Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, that Alexander Hamilton, Congress chartered the first national bank. Remember, Hamilton and Jefferson had a whole rap battle over the issue. After the first bank's charter expired in 1811, the second national bank was signed into existence in 1816, somewhat ironically by James Madison, who had been on Team Jefferson opposing the first national bank. The national bank was super controversial because Article 1, Section 8, which lists the powers of Congress, didn't say anything about Congress being allowed to establish a national bank. Jefferson's argument was super simple. Show me where the Constitution says Congress can create a national bank. Oh, it doesn't say it? Then they can't do it. Some states weren't big fans of the national bank, so a few of them, including Maryland, issued a tax against national bank branches located in their states. McCulloch was just the dude who worked at the national bank branch in Maryland, and he refused to pay the tax. Hey, real quick, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Okay, next, the issue. The court had to answer two questions. Can Congress even establish a national bank in the first place? And can states tax the federal government? In a unanimous decision, the court held that yes, Congress can establish a national bank, and no, the states cannot tax the federal government. Therefore, this case is a very clear victory for supporters of stronger federal government and a tremendous defeat for proponents of states' rights. So this case has huge implications for the future of federalism, and we can see the seeds being planted for further future growth of federal power. But the question remains, what in the Constitution grants Congress the power to establish a national bank? The court reasoned that as a result of the necessary and proper clause, Congress has implied powers, and is therefore not limited to only its enumerated powers. This is a huge deal for congressional power, greatly strengthening Congress. Remember Article 1, Section 8? It listed a whole bunch of powers of Congress. Everything written down is known as an enumerated power. But then the last lines of the article contain the necessary and proper clause, which says that Congress also has the power to make laws that are necessary and proper for helping them to carry out their enumerated powers. Now in this case, Chief Justice John Marshall basically redefines necessary, saying that if it's legitimate and appropriate, and isn't specifically prohibited by the Constitution, then it's constitutional. It's about the spirit of the Constitution, not the exact words. This is probably about the point where Jefferson's head exploded. Further, to defend the concept of implied powers, Marshall points out that while the Constitution doesn't say Congress can establish a national bank, it also doesn't say that Congress doesn't have implied powers. And the Articles of Confederation actually did specifically say that, so he reasons that that is evidence that Congress can have implied powers. So this case greatly expands the power of Congress to make laws on things not directly stated in the Constitution via the necessary and proper clause. The opinion also says that states cannot tax the federal government. Well, why not? Here the court refers to the supremacy clause found in Article 6. The supremacy clause asserts that the national government is superior to state governments when the two conflict. Marshall wrote that the states have no power to impede or make it tougher for the federal government to execute laws that are constitutional. Further, he famously stated that the power to tax is the power to destroy. So the implication is clear. If states can tax the federal government, then states would be superior, and that violates the supremacy clause. The big picture takeaway is that McCulloch versus Maryland is a federalism case that resulted in a resounding victory for those who favored a stronger federal government and a sound defeat for those who defended states' rights. And that's everything you need to know about McCulloch versus Maryland. Until next time, this has been a LaMoney production. Thanks for watching. If this video helped, do me a favor and hit that like button. And be sure to subscribe. I'll be here all year with all the cases, documents, and everything you need to help you in your class and on the AP exam. And check out the Ultimate Review Packet if you want study guides, practice tests, and other great practice aids. And I will see you in the next video.